Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to another edition of Intuitive Angling. And man, I really appreciate everybody checking these tournament practice videos out. Much appreciated. And going to give you guys my third day practice report here from Grandlake, practicing for the Toyota Series tournament that starts on Thursday. And let you guys know how my day went today. And real quick, guys, just a quick reminder about all through the month of March, Solar Bat has extended the sale on my RB2 Signature Series glasses. You can get them at 25% off all through the month of March, and you get the grab bag full of sunglasses with purchases on them. So I'll put the Solar Bat link in the description, get you a pair of these good Solar Bats. Much appreciated there. Okay, guys, let's see here. Last 2 days have been terrible. You know, I caught one keeper, a 5-pounder, and then a 3-pounder yesterday. So I caught 2 keepers the first 2 days of practice. Fishing, different areas of the lake. Today, I launched in and fished a completely different area of the lake. And I wanted to sample some dirty water, really, really dirty water, sort of some areas that I didn't feel like there'd be much pressure in because the lake had been getting so much pressure. So I went to several different of the areas of the lake that I know has traditionally dirty water. And, everything looked really good in there. The cover was good. The water clarity was, just the way you like it for fishing dirty water. And I fished that area till 12:30 today and never had a bite in there. Never had one single bite. Didn't even see any activity. Didn't see any shad. I didn't see any signs of life. I put that bait in some really good spots, and the fish just aren't up in that dirty water, at least where I was. I'm just convinced of that. So I took the boat out at about 12:45, and I launched in a different area of the lake. And I actually went back to the same area that I fished a little bit on the first day of practice, where I caught that 5-pounder. And I wound up finally catching some fish. I caught 4 keepers, and I think I had 4 or 5 non-keepers. But the four keepers I weighed, they weren't like big ones or anything. They were just nice keepers. Not real excited about it though, because I didn't, the way that the fish were positioned and the way they're set up and the amount of boats that were in that area, I didn't see myself going back in there in the tournament and catching a big bag of fish. I mean, I think there's some fish to be caught in there, and I made some technique adjustments from the first day, and it paid off, but not with the quality of fish that I'm looking for. But one of the things that I'm trying to do in this tournament is I'm trying to fish for Thursday, because like today, we got bluebird skies again. It was cold again this morning, and it's going to be completely different first day of the tournament. We're supposed to have rain. It's going to be cool, 20-mile-an-hour winds. So you can't really put yourself in a position with the techniques to catch fish on a bluebird day and expect them to bite when it's cloudy and raining and blowing 20 miles an hour. So I've been trying to fish for the conditions, even if I'm not catching them. And, my anticipation is when we get that weather coming in, that it'll activate those fish better than what they are in practice. So if I can just get into an area where I think it's sustainable for that first day, take advantage of the weather that comes in, that's my plan. But I haven't, from what I've seen so far, I have not found anything I want to go back to. The area that I caught the 4 keepers in today, and I caught them in like 2.5 or 3 hours. I would feel a lot better about that if there wasn't so many boats in there. But I don't feel like that you can divide those fish up with that many boats throughout the course of a 2-day tournament and get where you need to be. So tomorrow, I'm going to go back to a different area of the lake I haven't been to yet. That's sort of set up a little bit more for the way I think the fish are positioned. I've fished now for 3 days, and I think I've got a pretty good idea where the fish are not. So that helps me narrow it down to where they are, because I've got 2 or 3 different options I want to try tomorrow where I think those fish are probably at after fishing for 3 days and not catching much. So, practice is it's a process of elimination the whole way, and it's all about decision making. It's like there are countless different scenarios out here that you could do right now. There's literally 50 different techniques that you could fish in lots of different areas of the lake, and obviously you can't do all of them. You have to pick a handful of the techniques that you think are going to work, and sometimes you make the right decisions and sometimes you don't. But you just got to keep pushing forward. You got to keep experimenting. You got to keep trying. You don't have to catch a lot of fish in practice to have a good tournament. All I need is to get bit by, one or two really good fish, and it sort of points me in that direction. I know what to do. I know what to look for. So I'm going to keep mixing it up. And, I got a half a day tomorrow to practice, a short day. And, after tomorrow, I'll sort of make a decision on what I want to do the first day of the tournament. But if I don't catch them tomorrow, the first day of the tournament will just be another practice day. So you're getting closer and closer to catching them. So anyway, that's the report here, guys. Just a grind at Grand Lake, and even though it's tough here, this isn't anything that's abnormal. Grand Lake is always tough. Guys. There are simply not as many bass in Grand Lake as there used to be. That's exactly what it is, and that's why you see, like in those tournaments this last weekend, it took 20 pounds to win the tournaments, and then 50th place was 5 pounds. There's just not a lot of bass in Grand Lake like there used to be. So this tough practice we're having is not anything that's unheard of. You know, once you get into the right area with the right technique, you can catch some good fish on this lake. But overall, I'm telling you right now, guys, mark my words, this tournament's going to be a struggle. The fish are going to bite pretty good on Thursday. It's supposed to be a little bit warmer and nasty, and then the front's coming through. The Friday's going to be a lot tougher, but I look for Thursday to sort of like give you a false sense of how good the lake is, because we got perfect conditions on Thursday to catch them. But Friday will be more indicative of how the lake's really fishing. So we'll report in later. See you guys later.